Hey everyone, I'm Mike from theparkprodigy.com, and on today's video we're going to break down and help you pick the best rides to use the Universal Express Pass on. So if you are in the process of planning a Universal Orlando trip and you are thinking about upgrading to the Universal Express Pass, but you're trying to still prioritize which rides are the most important, especially if maybe you're only visiting Universal for one day or for 2 days and you're trying to get a lot done in a short amount of time, just be sure to stick around until the end of this video. As always, I'm very excited, so let's go get started. Thank you again so much for checking out this video. Like I said, we are about to break down the best rides to use the Universal Express Pass on. And this was a fun video to do. It's not going to be a very long video, but of course, the Universal parks are so different from the Disney parks. Specifically, they're great pay to skip the line service, the Universal Express Pass, because it is a premium, a service, it's a premium experience. You do really get to skip the majority of the lines at Universal Orlando, with the exception of 2 rides. But that's why it's a little complicated to try to make sure that you're picking and choosing and prioritizing the right rides, right, to get the most out of your day. And we'll talk about the main ride that's not included, which is Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, as we start to break down the parks. But I'm going to break this down 2 different ways. I'm going to really break down the top 5 rides to use at Universal Studios Florida. I'm going to break down the top 5 rides to use it over at Islands of Adventure. And then I have some other cool stats, like the average wait time of all the rides, essentially, how many more rides you'll get done throughout your day, that sort of thing. So this is going to be a fun one. But let's start with what I would say is going to be the main park, and that is going to be Islands of Adventure Park. Now, of course, Islands of Adventure does have 2 of the most popular rides in all of Universal Orlando, which is, of course, Hagrid's, which we already spoke about in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Hogsmeade, but also the Jurassic World Velocicoaster, right? What we have to do here, we should not be including Hagrid's Magical Creatures in the Express Pass, estimated wait times, because it's not included with the Express Pass. In my honest opinion, the best way to get on this ride is early park admission with the lowest wait time, but I don't want to get too distracted. So looking at the data, the top 5 rides to use the Universal Express Pass on over at Universal's Islands of Adventure, in at number 5 is going to be The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man, which has an average wait time this year of 29 minutes. The Incredible Hulk Coaster, which has an average wait time of 32 minutes, in at number 4. Number 3, kind of surprising, but not as surprising as 2, but you'll see why. Number 3 is Dudley Do-Right's Ripshore Falls at an average wait time of 33 minutes. Number 2, Flight of the Hippogriff, with an average wait time of 42 minutes. And then, of course, number 1, a lot of us could have guessed this, the best ride to use the Universal Express Pass on is going to be the Jurassic World Velocicoaster, which has an average wait time of 63 minutes. Now, again, you could see Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure has an average wait time of 88 minutes. If you're trying to, the best way, in my opinion, to game the system is to definitely use early park admission, and you team it up with the Express Pass. And if you're staying at an official Universal Orlando hotel where you get the Express Pass for free, these are kind of just the best ways to tackle the Universal parks, in my honest opinion. And you could see it because, again, Hagrid's is still the most popular ride with the longest average wait time between both of the parks. But, kind of given, some honorable mentions, we also have Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey with an average wait time of 28 minutes, Skull Island Raid of Kong with an average wait time of 28 minutes. I'm breaking this down, again, really to help you prioritize, like, hey, we should try to get these rides out of the way first, especially if, you're trying to pick and choose, like, okay, we just have to get a lot done in a short amount of time, right? In a perfect world, what I also did is the Universal Express Pass should really help you get onto every single ride during that day. So this is really if you're tackling 1 park at a time. 2 parks, it's going to be a little difficult. My honest opinion, again, is it's always best to give each Universal park its own day. But when I take the average wait times and I add those up, for Islands of Adventure anyway, without including Hagrid's, right, you're in at 360 minutes divided by 60, minutes in an hour. It would take you 6 hours to get through all of the rides, but that doesn't include being on the rides. It doesn't include meals. It doesn't include anything. So this is not, this is just a having fun with the numbers sort of thing. But if you take all those 14 rides that you're about to go on and you say, okay, we're going to go from those averages down to a 10-minute wait, which is typically, I would say, on the high side of the Express Pass wait time. You're going from 6 hours waiting in line down to 2 hours and 30 minutes waiting in line. So you could see it really does what it promises, which is help you avoid waiting on long lines. Okay, so over to Universal Studios Florida. Here are the top 5 rides you'll want to use the Universal Express Pass on. Starting at number 5, and this is really popular because this is, going to be King Cross Station, which is where Harry and Hermione and Ron, like all the Harry Potter characters, do get on the Hogwarts Express, like in the movies, so it makes it a little bit more popular. But this is in at number 5 with an average wait time of 31 minutes. Over to number 4, we have Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket with an average wait time of 33 minutes. Over to number 3, we have Revenge of the Mummy with an average wait time of 35 minutes. Over to number 2, we have Despicable Me Minion Mayhem with an average wait time of 38 minutes. And then in at number 1, we have Escape from Gringotts and Diagon Alley with an average wait time of 40 minutes. The other thing that I think was really interesting is the Hogwarts Express. Like, you can look at this, the data and the stats. The Hogwarts Express on the high side has one of the highest, high wait times, if that makes sense. What I mean is, if you don't hit this ride at the right time, like this average wait time of 31 minutes, if you just narrow it down to a small window, which is when most guests are probably park hopping or when most guests are going park to park, which is, let's say, between 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock, that average wait time is probably substantially higher and going to be, let's say, around 68 to 70 minutes, because that ride takes you from park to park. So when a lot of families are trying to get to the other park, when they, let's say, get out a lot of rides at the beginning of the day, that average wait time in the Express Pass is going to be even more advantageous on this ride. Some of the other rides that we do have to give honorable mentions for are going to be the new Troller Coaster, which is an average wait time of 24 minutes, the Simpsons ride, an average wait time of 27 minutes, E.T. Adventure, which is crazy, with an average wait time of 27 minutes, and then Transformers, the ride, with an average wait time of 29 minutes. I did the same thing here, and I essentially totaled up all of these rides. It would have taken you 378 minutes, 6 hours and 30 minutes, it looks like, when you divide it by 60 minutes. And then again, if you did all of those rides with an average wait time of 10 minutes with using the Universal Express Pass, it's the same thing. You get your wait times from over 6 hours down to 2 hours and 30 minutes. The other interesting thing that I would say by looking at the data this way, so not only by watching this video now do you have, hey, these are the most popular rides that we need to make sure we get out of the way using the Express Pass. Of course, you're going to use the Express Pass on all of them in a perfect world, but, again, we're just helping you prioritize a little bit. The other really interesting thing that I saw here was Islands of Adventure, in my opinion, again, gets a lot of the attention because they do have the main 2 rides. But when you take Hagrid's Magical Creatures out and you just say, okay, which park are we getting the biggest bang for our buck from an Express Pass standpoint, when you look at the average wait time of all the rides at Islands of Adventure, without Hagrid's, you have an average wait of 24 minutes. Comparing that to Universal Studios Florida, you actually have an average wait of 27 minutes. And I know that 3 minutes isn't huge, but still, it's just interesting that you kind of get a little bit more bang for your buck by using the Express Pass over at Universal Studios Florida. But that is the video, everyone. Those are the best rides to use the Universal Express Pass on. Those are the rides you want to prioritize. In a perfect world, you're really taking advantage of early park admission in the morning to get onto Hagrid's Magical Creatures, and you're teaming that up with the Universal Express Pass, and you could see you really should be able to get on a majority of the Universal Orlando rides, and you're pretty much saving yourself almost 4 hours of waiting on lines just based on simple numbers. I'm sure it could be a lot more, but really the most important thing is you would have that much more of a better experience, and that's why we create videos like this, just so you're as prepared as possible. And if you are in the process of planning that Universal Orlando trip and you do need a little additional help, just be sure to go check out our website, theparkprodigy.com. And as a thank you for sticking around all the way till the end of this video, I do have a special promo code you can go use on our website, and that promo code is going to be YouTube25 to grab an extra $25 off some discounted Universal Orlando theme park tickets or a full-blown Universal Orlando hotel and ticket package. But I think that's all the time we have for today. Thank you all again so much for checking out this video. And until next time, I will talk to you soon.